Hey Flosstube, it's me again. Just a quick short update. I only have one thing of cross-stitch to show, a couple of things of loom knitting to show, and some supplies for loom knitting to show. But anyway, let's start off with the cross-stitch, shall we? The cross-stitch I have to show is my progress on Bathhouse Day by HarpSealCrossStitch. I was working on page 1 over here. And since it was last seen during my previous video where I actually did a stitch along for the first time in ages, that is the progress, because during the stitch along I was working on the blue here. As you can see, I've done quite a bit more. In fact, there's only a small bit of black to do down here, a bit of black to do here, and then all the rest is just filling in all the gaps with different colours like the blue and stuff like that. And then you got page 2, which is mirrored that minus the brown pole. And then you got the bottom here, which is red fence, and then pathway in the middle. So that's that. Again, not much, but that's all I did in cross stitch. For loom knitting, the first thing I want to show is something I believe I didn't show last time because I couldn't find where I put it. It was only supposed to start off as a little purple square or whatever, but I ended up turning it into a pouch. It's, as I said, purple. And it's the inside, hence why it turned into a pouch. I used the smallest of my round looms for this, so kind of sample-esque. The next thing I used my second largest loom for, and I actually followed guides on YouTube to actually do this properly. Get my hair off of it. Get off. Anyway, that's it. It's a hat. A nice yellow hat. Has a proper brim on it. Actually followed the recommended amount of rows. To be honest, I can't remember what they were since I've rubbed out tally marks that I had on a sheet of paper. But yeah, that's that. There's the brim. There's the main hat. I'd model it, but I've got my headphones on. But it looks alright when I've not got headphones on. And the last thing, I have 2 packs of wool, because I was kind of running out, especially the yellow. As you can see, they're only small amounts of wool. I didn't realise they were only small, but I didn't mind. It's like sample size. I can put the 2 together, so. But we have our standard white, which to me looks a nice sort of manky cream colour. Got black, which to me just looks not much different to that, but darker. You got, the pinks and the purples and the reds, etc. As I said, it's like a sample pack. So that's enough for my French knitting and my loom knitting, so I'm not complaining. Anyway, as I said, that was all I really had to show. I sincerely apologise for how short this is. Hopefully next time there'll be a bit more to show and or some cross-stitching in terms of stitching along to video footage. So, or even knitting along to video footage, I don't know. But either way, until then. Anyway, again, it's me. Sorry that the update footage wasn't exactly that long. I think it's like 3.5, 4 minutes compared to my usual 5 or so. So I thought I'd add in a little bit of footage, the gameplay, plus, well, in this case, knitting. I was about to say stitching, but I ended up knitting. In fact, I'm just going to quickly state this one thing. This is about my 4th or 5th attempt to doing the webcam footage. The first time I did loom knitting, but not only was it an awkward angle, so you couldn't fully see what I'm doing, granted it's awkward to see because of the loom I'm using. Had the Pokeball thing, it's normally hanging off my wrist, attached to my top, and that didn't look appropriate, shall we just say. So it's like, nah, I'm scrapping that food. I then thought, okay, I've got my little wooden knitting doll, I'll do some French knitting. And then I went to watch the footage back, and just found that you couldn't see what I was doing. In fact, you could barely even tell I was holding a knitting doll, let alone doing French knitting. So, for those curious, this is what was made during that second attempt. As you can see, I get a lot of rows, because they're actually, 2 ends are joined together there. But, yeah, you literally couldn't see me doing that. So we had attempt number 3, and I thought, well, normally I do stitch alongs, so I'm going to do a stitch along. And this attempt, obviously working on the bathhouse, I did this section of the window that's over here. I just got the final row to do, and then I got finished this window down here. But I did this section of the window, pretty pitiful, just like my blooming update. But yeah, I did that, and again, watch the webcam footage back, and it's like, am I holding, this to like switch between what I'm showing, or am I actually holding this to work on it? So again, the angle wasn't very good. So this is attempt number 4, and this time around I went back to loom knitting. In fact, my progress this time around was kind of worse than the first time. I swear I got like 2 or 3 more rows in last time. I could be wrong, but I'm sure it was like slightly bigger. But anyway, this time round, there's my footage. Hopefully it kind of shows up in the video, because obviously the main thing you're going to see is me moving around the loom and everything, because the way I have to hold it for actually knitting. And just trying to get that way. That's it from that side. And this one will be really awkward to see, but that's what it looks like from the top. That's 1 row of knitting ready to be like shifted down to join that lot. So you can do it multiple ways, but I'm just doing the standard back and forth sort of figure 8-esque. So like normally when it comes to doing the others, I do the wrap around each peg like an E and then go around. You can do that with this, but that's mainly how you get all the bags in that. Like I had the little pouch I showed in the intro. Well, yeah, I suppose technically now it is an intro, as opposed to just an update that I showed in that part of the video. So, yeah. So there we go. I don't know if it's going to end up as a scarf. I don't know what it's going to end up as, but I'm just going to keep doing it. Come the next update, we'll find out. Yeah. There's the rest of the wool that I'm using. Oh, wait a minute. That's not part of it. There's the ball of wool I'm using. So next time around, we'll find out how much exactly I've used. And most likely, when it comes to next time, be over here for this. When it comes to showing that again, or hopefully be over here somewhere. Might even be down on one of these bits, but I don't think so. Anyway, that's it for now, indefinitely. Until the next time.